All right, hi, this is Atticus, and welcome to part 4 of Railway Empire 2. We're playing the Bella Italia DLC, the first scenario called Bella Roma. And in the last episode, we went up into Umbria and built it up. And I was thinking through, there are a lot of great comments. Keep the comments coming. It's how everybody on the channel learns, including me. And one of the things that two or three of you noted was that in Rome, if you'll remember way back to the first episode in this series, the delivery of wine counted if there was a winery in Rome. And so, the hoops I jumped through to make sure the winery was out here and the olive oil was over here weren't absolutely necessary because the wine produced in Rome would have counted. And I forget how that task is worded. Deliver. Okay, it says deliver as opposed to transport, so maybe that's the distinction. If it had said transport wine, then you couldn't have been able to make it there. The other one is Steve commented about the setup up here. I could have done the same kind of setup, but put this warehouse down in the valley, right? Like maybe on the lumber. And that way, most of your full goods, your full trains, like the milk and this and whatever, would be running downhill to load that warehouse and then empty going back uphill, up here to the mountains. And out of the warehouse, the only deliveries to Ancona and to San Benedetto del Tronto would be on flat ground, basically, and the only one going uphill would be to Perugia. So that's probably a good observation, Steve. I think that's true. And the other one is, at the end of this one, I was thinking steel, right? And fortunately, I didn't go so far as to actually set up the steel because our next task is to do the pickled vegetables. And this comes from not knowing the supply chain very well, but the pickled vegetables are actually, let's just look at a factory for pickled vegetables. A preserver, it actually takes olive oil and vegetables to make pickled vegetables, right? You don't need steel to make cans for it. You're just taking olive oil and vegetables. So that's easier, right? We don't need to mess with steel. Now, let's see what we have to do this time. Deliver 24 loads of pickled vegetables from Northern Sicily to the Papal State. Now, the Papal State's where we started, those cities around Rome. And Northern Sicily is this area out here, L'Aquila, Pescara, and Isernia. So we need to grow this region and get those pickled vegetables down to the Papal State. Now, what I think we're going to do with that is, well, let's just see what's our demand for the pickled vegetables. Here we go. All right, see, we've got a demand in Rome of 1.1, and there's actually a demand in Latina of 0.8. So that's almost 2 demand right there a week from those two cities. There's actually Grosseto wants some as well. These are our larger cities. So the cities have gotten big enough to want the pickled veggies. So we've got 3 customers basically, and we've got 1.1 and 0.8 would be 1.9 and 0.8, 2.7. So we could do 3 a week of demand, which means that we could basically ship as much as we liked. The demand is good, provided we have it set up for transport. So up here in L'Aquila, there's sausages, and we've got veggies right over here. And let's see, what's Pescara? Pescara is pasta. Isernia more sausages, right? So what we could do, I mean, there's a bunch of things we could do here. One would be to, let me think about this. I think, let's just see, where are we here? Yes, look at this. All right. In Rome, we have sausages aplenty. And we have the olive oil we need for making our pickled vegetables. Remember, we have to ship them from this region to this region. Now, I don't know if we could do something real sneaky and make them down here, ship them out here to a warehouse as an interim to ship them to a customer. We could probably do something like that, but we don't need to, because here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the sausage deal here in L'Aquila. And yeah, it's only a level 1. That's ours now. And we're going to knock that down. And let's just knock it down. We're going to knock that down. And we're going to put a station in Aquila before I create my own problem by having an industry get in the way. All right, so we're going to point that down toward Rome. And remember, this is the one we have to take a bunch of passengers to. That's one of our tasks. So now we have a station, and now we're going to build our preserver here in Aquila. Okay? So we have a preserver. So what we're going to do is go down here to Rome now. Let me see. How are we on money? We could really use a big chunk of money. Well, look at that. Big chunk of money. Okay. So we're going to go down here to Rome and put in a third station. And that station, I'm going to do repairs on it for sure at a warehouse. And that warehouse is going to hold, where are they? The preserves. And we may or may not need that warehouse. I mean, there's probably enough demand in Rome, considering how fast we'll be able to make them at first. But if we have it come to a warehouse and then have that warehouse hook up to Latina, for example, that creates more demand if we need it. Okay, so we'll go here. Now, let me be clear. The warehouse doesn't create demand, but the fact that the warehouse then delivers to Latina creates demand. Okay? All right. In the old railway empire, you could actually literally create demand artificially by making a warehouse and shipping stuff to it. You can't do that in Railway Empire 2, and I think that's a big improvement in, let's call it realism. Let's see. Okay. I really wish that I liked building track more, because it is an interesting challenge, and there's some of you that are quite good at it, I'm sure. I know Leonidas is good at it, and I think several of the rest of you are quite good at it, and I get bored with it. My solution is to try to make so much money that I don't care anymore. You know, that's sad, but that's what I go for. What I go for is make enough money that, oh crap, I've got to build a bunch of tunnels, and well, shucks, I'll build a bunch of tunnels. Very different from my early game. Early game is, I won't build a tunnel. I won't, no tunnels, no bridges, no nothing. That looks pretty good. Okay, let's double track that. And L'Aquila is going to be, let's go ahead and make it a 4-banger, because it's oh, is it? I think L'Aquila is going to be crap. Now, this is interesting. We've got 2 cities in the mountains and 1 in the valley this time. So if we took Predaking's idea of put your warehouse in the valley, it wouldn't make quite as much sense this time. But okay, let's make it a 4-banger though. All right, and then we want to hook up our other cities. Sorry, just, a natural act. I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm seeing wood and grapes coming in here and veggies. Now we could do the nearness of you. If we did the nearness of you, then we would have these two, maybe veggies come here. Then we could have grain come to a warehouse in Pescara, which would go out to the other two. And then we could have milk and olives come to Acernia, and then either have direct lines or a daisy chain of the warehouse system to get these goods over here. I'd love to have really the direct line, but man, going through maybe we could go through here like this. Maybe that wouldn't be too bad. Maybe that would be just awful, but we could do it. Yeah, the sad thing is, even though this is up in the mountains, there's another set of mountains on top of the mountains that we got to get through. Maybe we could go like this, bite the bullet, have a giant expensive tunnel, and go over. What do I want to do? I'm sorry. I probably should have thought this all out instead of making you all listen to me mumble and mutter and be undecided. Okay, so let's go to Pescara. I think I'd like to have it. It'd be nice to have it turn like that. I think. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see about that. And yeah, let's do some form of the nearness of you. So let's go repairs and a warehouse. And certainly we'll have 1, 2, 3. And that doesn't, falling off the face of the earth right here, but overall it doesn't look too bad. I'm just muttering about how we're going to get down to, oh. Unfortunately, we're not quite in that kind of financial state that we can just build these. I really wish you could see the elevations, right? I appreciate the contour lines, I really do, but I wish I knew at what height am I here versus here, and maybe down through here, so that I could see. I mean, I know you can look at the contours and kind of figure it out, but I'd like to actually see the numbers personally, somehow. And maybe that would make the screen too busy. I don't know what that would do to us, but we'll see. We gotta come down. You know, I really probably should just do like you guys keep telling me to do. Build it small pieces at a time. Work your way out there. Maybe come down here and then edge along this to work our way down a level and then come back and edge down through here. That might be the way to go. Let's just find out. And we gotta keep crossing down these contour lines without doing too many at a time. Ah, shoot. I feel like I'm just going. I'm going further and further away from my target. Okay. Is that ridiculous? That's hanging in there pretty well. Certainly a lot cheaper than what we had before. Bite the bullet right here to get over all that. Are we happy? Let's see, which side? It would be that side. That bridge isn't necessary. That one kind of is. 5 degrees is not. All right. We're happy. Beautiful. All right. So we got that. Now it runs right by the veggies, so the veggies are handy to go over here. So we'll do a veggie station here. This will be vegetables NS for Northern Sicily. And kind of like them to, that'll do. Okay. So now we can run vegetables to here. I think the first thing we'll do is get a line going from here to here and do an automatic. And then what we're going to do is tell it, let's see. We don't want it to take wood or grapes because we're going to use that to feed the three cities in Northern Sicily, and we don't want to be competing with the immaculate consumer Rome or veggies. But you can prioritize that and that. So take the preserve, take the stuff. Now, let me think about this. We could have, we could do our 3 tracks. We could split the passenger and freight. Pickled vegetables, 24, 440 passengers. All right, we're trying to do both here. Might be better off with a passenger line that prioritized mail versus, prioritize passengers versus mail. Going to Rome, it can bring whatever back. All right, let's let that get started. All right, there we go. So we got 4 trains running passengers and mail down here. Oh, and they're not going to run very well. Oh, my word. Tell you what, we're going to run on the... I've already reset it, so it doesn't matter. I goofed up. I was intentionally not doing the signals because I didn't want to... I wanted to see how the whole thing fit together first, but... I goofed. Okay, so let that start over. Let's get the Rhine freight. Get trains hauling the veggies to L'Aquila, and then our preserver, we can bump it up, but what we really need now would be some freight trains Hey, what's the deal here? Oh, no. Okay, Rome 2 to Aquila freight. It's early in the morning. I think I'm asleep. I need to wake up. Okay. Now, let's think about this one. You can't take what you want. Now, priority that. Otherwise, take what you like. Oh, and then coming back. Oh, yeah, this is the important one. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. And we want a priority on that in case we add something else. Okay, that looks good. All right, so one. Let's get a couple of those going. And there goes olive oil up to L'Aquila. We've got veggies coming in. We're going to start making preserves. We know we need about 3. We have a demand for 3, and we've got a preserver that can make 0.8. And we can only go to here at this point to 1.6. So because of the size of the city, but we'll bump it up 1. There we go. We got our connection. We'll bump it up a level. And now we're producing 1.6 a week, and we can certainly carry that much down there. And Rome, I think, consumes almost all of that, so we won't even need the rest of the setup, I don't think. Ooh, grapes Latina. That's the line we added kind of after all the main planning. So we'll do that, and we'll go grapes to Latina. We'll go 0 and 1 and reset the line. And now we just need L'Aquila to Pescara. Automatic. Couple of trains. And then we need we need to get Isernia plugged in here, or we could attempt to build it. We could try to do our growth without hooking them in, but I'd rather hook them in, I think. So I think we'll put a warehouse here. And in our warehouse, we'll have grain. We'll have grain, and then we'll decide about the olives and the milk, if we're going to shuttle them over through the warehouse to here from Isernia, or if we're going to have a direct line. I think we're going to have a direct line. Yeah, we're going to have a direct line. All right, so we're going to pick up grain in Northern Sicily. And run full with grain. There we go. We've already got the city-to-city line going here. And we could run a Cernia like this and have a bypass to go up there. And yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go. Now, Cernia is going to end up with maintenance, and it's going to have a warehouse. It is, and that warehouse is going to have olives and milk. Okay, now I'm changing my mind. It's silly to go down here and then back up to go over there, right? So we'll go down here and then cut across to go to Aquila. So let me see if I can be a patient builder again. Unlikely. Oh man, this is ugly. Might actually be better off going like this, blasting through there and coming in, and then having a connection here to go that way. That might be better. Nothing's good. There is no good. All right. How are you going to do this? How are we going to do this? That's not ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Not having my signals set. Yeah, see him crawling up the hill. See where we are in research. I really don't remember. More packages might actually be a bummer. It might actually hurt our passengers. I will take it. That might actually be a mistake. What am I doing? I want to get back to track building, build that. And then hopefully we'll be able to come off of this. I don't know for sure. It looks like we can. Yeah, no problem. Connection. Didn't mean to do that. That's okay. If we have this one, we should be able to double track it back. Okay. All right. Now, that'll take you to L'Aquila. So let's just go ahead and get that one set up. Let's go here to here with automatic. There we go. And then this will be our sausage maker for the setup. And so let's get the hogs going back. And I knew that the bridge is in an awkward place for us. We may have to kind of give some ground to. Let me see where we can come off of this. Oh, shoot. Don't want to mess with the hill. We're probably going to have to come back here. Something like that. So maybe have a station here, which will be hogs, Northern Sicily, and track that goes to there. All right, we'll get the hogs headed to the sausage, and then we need that to be able to go to Pescara. So I think we don't want to mess with this hill, so I think what we'll do is come off of this. Yeah. And yeah, I think that'll work. Let's just find out. Let's do Pescara to Isernia. Yeah, see how it does? It goes up there and loops. Now, obviously, I've forgotten supplies. Okay. You certainly don't want them running through the mountains without supplies. That will not work at all. Now let's put olives. What I already have. Okay. Now let's see what this. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be ugly, but we're gonna get the olives up here to Isernia. Hello. Why isn't it picking up? That was weird. Where's my line? What? What's going on here? All right, I pick a station. See, I have the green up here. I don't have it. Now I don't have it down here. What in the world's going on here? I've never had this behavior in Railway Empire or Railway Empire 2. This is new. Now there I have it. It might be something about the colors. I don't know. Let me see if that's going to be okay. Yeah, that's all right. All right. From the elevation point of view. So this will be olives in S. And let's see if we can get the olives up this mountain. Good luck. Oh man. This is ugly, isn't it? Isn't this ugly? Wow. Wow. You talk about throw money at it. Yeah, do it. It's just money. We're making any progress? Well, we've gotten 4 down there. And look at this, we're almost done with the passengers. And that's even though we've been on pause a lot of the time. And yes, this is ridiculous.
Bellissimo! The urban growth is fueled by our trains.
All right. Millions of dollars to get olives up here. The quarter hit and took all our money. We made big interest payments. There we go. So now we've got olives coming in. They'll automatically go to the other 2 cities. The grain coming in will automatically go to the other 2 cities eventually. Now we need to get this going over here. And that one to finish got to be the passengers to Rome. And we're at 14 on our preserves. So we're doing well on that. And let's go right here. This will be lumber, Northern Sicily. Beautiful. Okay, now grapes. Could just run them over here or run them down here. I think just put them over there is easier. Grapes. Supplies for both of them. And grapes to L'Aquila. Okay, nobody needs grapes yet, apparently. Yeah, these are small towns, but they will. And we've got a connection bonus coming here, and we've also got, we could go ahead and put milk. Nobody's going to need milk for a while either, but we can set them up. Okay, now what's your problem? Okay, the logs will be coming now that we've started moving them over. The meat will come from Cernia. Certainly have the grain and the pasta. You got olives coming. Now, olive oil. Olive oil. What we could do with olive oil is in our warehouse here, we can keep olive oil. So now Rome can ship olive oil for the cannery, or for the pickled veggies, and to supply these 3 cities up here with olive oil.
Blast it. The blackmailer was actually serious and sabotaged one of your tracks.
I wish they'd. Here's one. This wool, kind of a late edition. We don't have a lot supplies going to Civitavecchia. Oh, here's where the blackmail occurred. I don't care. And 200 more package. Oh man, I don't think we want more. Crap. We'll take more packages.
Exquisite goods of the highest quality. Good job.
Okay, the pickled vegetables are done. That was nice. And Pescara is declining, but it won't be for long, I don't think. Yeah, we've got stuff coming there. Let's just make sure we're clearing out this warehouse. Okay, we should be. Oh yeah, we're doing a fine job. We're doing a fine job. Okay. We might think about expanding this station. I'll let that one train run in if I could see it. I can't see it. Okay. What in the world? Sorry. I want 4 going like that. Not the perfect place for a supply tower, but that's okay. And same thing over here. Okay, yeah, now we flipped it over. Now it's growing. So growth, double tick, double tick. All right, we're looking better. All right, milk to tyranny. Tyranny doesn't have repairs, so we'll put repairs on the milk. And that train not holding anybody up, so it can just sit there. You know what? No, it won't. We'll reset it to the station and let it go from there. Okay. All right, now we're looking better. You getting enough pigs? Sort of, kind of. Let's make sure. Enough hogs, I mean. And research. Oh, yes, immigration offices. Yes, hold on here. Yes, we will take immigration offices for sure. We'll give one to L'Aquila. We'll give one to Isernia. Who else would like one? Rome can't have one. They're a university. You guys will replace the library with... that might have been a bad move. You can have one. Actually, it doesn't matter if they're not growing. It'd be better to give them libraries if they're on the edge. Like this, kind of on the edge. If you really want to keep growing, you wouldn't give it an immigration office, you'd give it a library, because that gives it 10% demand fulfillment, which just helps you keep it above the growth. Now, if you got one that truly is growing, until it's 100,000, like Rome, then you can give it the immigration office. But like Tyranny, are they? See, they're right on the cusp, so they really need a library. They have a library and they're still on the cusp. And we're not really playing that, so our focus is over here. So we could go back and tweak some stuff and make some of our cities grow some more if we wanted to. I'm liking what we're doing here. This one's going very nicely. The nearness of you, 3-city cluster. And those of you who don't follow along with all my videos, the nearness of you comes from the series I did called Designs That Work, where I went through a whole bunch of different ways you can set up your city growth. And one of them I called the nearness of you, because I like the song and because you build warehouses with goods that are nearby into those warehouses to feed the other cities in your cluster. So like these two are near here. This is near both of them, so we picked that one because that's the main player. And this is near that one, so there's a warehouse there. And then this and the milk would be Isernia. And I'll go ahead and set up while I'm at it. The milk. I don't know that we're going to get there, but we can run it in. Have it ready. Milk. Northern Sicily. And it's not going to do anything for a while. Nobody needs milk. What's the problem with you? Oh, okay. We could get more money if we want to, or we could just go cash. Latina? How could Latina be declining? I wonder if, yeah, I don't quite understand that one. Are you not grabbing from the warehouse in Rome? All right, there. And where are we? Close. Okay, need a business in L'Aquila. What would help us the most? Probably a winery, maybe? What would be the next thing they would want? Well, milk. Milk and cheese. I'd rather do cheese at the other end. Lumber from 55. It's getting everything they want. Oh, wine. Well, wine. They really do want wine. So now we could also pump wine from Rome if we've got a lot here. Oh no, that's right. I don't have the wine here. All right, so let's do a winery in L'Aquila. Now we could look down here and see. It doesn't have a lot. Okay. Let's go up here and put in a wine factory. Bump it up at least one. And it'll just automatically start running. Now wine is probably not needed. Oh yeah. Acernia will want some too. So 0.6. 1.2. And we've got it making 2.4. Okay, we're good. We're good. On the wine. Oh, here. And down here, let's do the dairy. Since we're next to the milk. And let's put the dairy. Now, we don't need it in the warehouse because it'll come straight out of here and it'll go to here. And eventually to here, although they're way behind. Okay. That'll make this milk start running right here. Yep, there it goes. And we can bump it. Let's bump it up.
The people in this region rejoice in the wonders Rome has to offer. The tourism business is running like clockwork. We connected all regions in the vicinity to our railway network and transported their citizens to Rome and back. Now we can focus on making Rome even more glorious. Rome shines with novel resplendence and is more livable than ever before. The variety of goods, the offering of cultural and academic options, the availability of living space. Bellissima!
Okay, so, well, look at this. We finished everything else. We picked up new tasks, and we've already grown Rome to 130. Glad we kept it going. And they've started a new counter on us, and we got to get 5,000 passengers to Rome. And remember what I said about the mail? Getting more mail might actually get in the way a little bit. 900,000 people, we've got that, and own 8 businesses and industries, and we've got that. So I think what I'll do is look at these lines. Let's see. Oh, look at that. I've already got that one. Okay. I want to do that for all the close by ones. I want to do. I don't want you. I'm not sure how it does the passengers versus mail. We've got a lot of mail to carry. That's why we're making so much money now. But let's go prioritize passengers. And prioritize passengers from Civitavecchia. What am I doing? From Civitavecchia to Rome. And then that one I never did reset, like Grosseto. I've just kept it to Rome. Right here, look at that, all mail. Prioritize passengers. Yeah, let's run it. Let's see how we do here. A little bit of delay here. I don't love that. And we could check to make sure, can Pescara go to Rome? They can through L'Aquila. Of course, L'Aquila can. Now, Isernia probably can't go to Rome at all. Oh, they can through L'Aquila. I find that almost hard to believe, but must be true. This guy here. There we go. That's more like it. Wow. Who are you? The wool crap. Get you out of the way. You're blocking progress. And we'll give you repairs up here going forward. Make more money. Might have our sort of training cost less. How we doing? Okay, we're looking pretty good. This needs to be able to go to both lanes. Yeah, much better. All right, I'm going to let this run the rest of the way until we're at the end, and then we'll see how we do. There's really not much else to do. Prioritize some passengers and make sure the flow is pretty good, and we'll see how we did. All right, let's see how we did.
Thanks to our railways, the Colosseum has become the greatest sight in all of Italy. From all provinces, swarms of tourists flock together in Rome to marvel at the antique amphitheater. We made it! From small startup to leading competitor in the Italian passenger and freight business. And just look at how the economy blossoms thanks to our trains. You really did a surprisingly good job.
All right, we got 743, 222, 4.3 years. Got all our tasks, got our CEO. Let's see how we did. We are 6th out of 75. And there's Just PD right in front of us. Way to go, buddy. 743, that's relatively competitive to the very top score. So pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see how our friends did. Well, that's just 3 of us right now. Just PD's in 5th, I'm in 6th, and Big H is in 44th. Nice, nice, nice. So 6th would be top 90-some, 91.2 percentile, something like that. Pretty good, pretty good. I was happy with it. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed playing it a lot. And, some lessons learned. One, you guys said that the deliver wine actually does count if Rome has the factory, so that's a lesson, I guess. I did like the idea about the hills that Predaking wrote. I call him Steve. It's both. Steve is Predaking. About the hills up here and having have everything, more stuff flow downhill. That was a good point. I did like the for me, slowing down on a couple of these tracks and kind of piecing them together does get you a little bit better track for a little less money. But what I really love is having enough money to just say, I'll build that tunnel, build that bridge. That's even better. What else? I think if you paid attention, if you weren't real clear about warehouses, the warehouse use here for the nearness of view in this one is a good learning experience because it kind of shows you how the warehouses work and that kind of stuff. And what I could have done, by the way, is daisy chain the warehouses and have, like, if I didn't have the direct line from Isernia to L'Aquila and it just went to Pescara, could have done warehouse the items that are here that need to go over here to L'Aquila. We could have warehoused them here, and it all would have flowed together. But as I actually like the way we did it better. But anyway, overall, pretty happy with that one. I made my usual mistakes. Forgot my signals a few times. Forgot some supply towers. The usual stuff. But it went well. I enjoyed playing it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you saw something that'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, share, and subscribe, and join us for our next Railway Empire 2 video. Thank you.